Hello and welcome to the October-November edition of Mill Road TV's News Roundup. Coming up, a sign from Dale's Brewery finds its way across the world back to Cambridge. Romsey Terrace residents celebrate their victory over Robinson College, and Mill Road's very own Christmas cards go on sale. First, we are pleased to report that the City Deal has decided to rethink its plans to implement congestion control points for Mill Road after the obvious objections that came to light just before the consultation period ended in October. Romsey Terrace residents are celebrating their win over Robinson College's plans to build. Here, Romsey Terrace resident Roy Stamp brings us up to speed.
Hi, well we're back again, and this time we're back with good news. As we all know it, it's called Robinson in Romsey. Well, as we know, Bidwells on behalf of Robinson tried to put some buildings in the back of houses that Robinson College owned in Romsey Terrace, and it took over 3 years, but each time they went forward, they withdrew, changed the plans slightly. Eventually we went for a development control forum. At the development control forum we was going to talk about the best way forward. They pulled out of that and went to the inspector. At the end of the day, the inspector came to Cambridge. He came to Cambridge to listen to an oral hearing that we'd petitioned to ask him to come and listen to. He even came to look at the site. And what we're very pleased for is that the inspector held up the city planners' objections to the site. The city planners had objected the buildings on various aspects, like the building being too close to the existing building, the overshadowing at the back. And to our amazement, well, you know, I don't really think it's amazement. I think it's the hard work of all the people that spent a lot of time working hard over the last 3 years. The inspector upheld, and so the building's not going on at the moment.
The Mill Road History Society took part in one of the Festival for Ideas events at the Ross Street Community Centre in October and told of an interesting tale concerning an old Dale's Brewery sign.
Hi, my name is Mary Naylor. I'm talking tonight for the Mill Road on the Move, which is part of the Festival Ideas. My talk is about the Dale's Brewery sign that an Australian wanted us to buy back because he's had it for 40 years hanging on one of his sheds, and he felt it was about time that it came back to Cambridge. So I actually bought the sign, and I'm raising money to actually pay for the cost of transporting, which was £350. And then there was apparently import duty. But it is now back. It is actually hanging on the wall in the Museum of Cambridge, and it's quite an interesting story, because in the end Dale and his wife came over last weekend to see the sign and we took him out to a pub in Swavesey where a sign just like that once hung, and he met the mayor and all sorts of things happened. So it's been quite a full-on couple of weeks. Thank you.
Afternoon one and all from the city of Cambridge. My name is Dale Miller, and the reason I'm here today is to formally hand back a Dale Brewery enamel sign. It came into my possession 40 years ago in an antique shop in south of Perth, Western Australia. All right. For many years I made the assumption that it belonged to a Western Australian brewery, because during the early days of Western Australia we had hundreds of breweries and couldn't confirm where it came from. 20 years ago Mr. Google came along. One day I sat down with nothing better to do. I just scrawled and scrawled and scrawled through Mr. Google, and I found initially breweries of Great Britain. From there I found the brewery in Cambridge. Many years ago I found pictures of the facade of the brewery with the antique shops and coffee shops. 2 years ago we were over here for Commonwealth Games. made a couple of hours to spare. We came down, took photos of the facade, took photos inside and outside the antique shops where we could, returned to Western Australia. 6 months ago, I made the decision to downsize my collection. Prior to posting it on eBay or any of the other websites, I made the decision that I would make contact with Cambridge residents and try and return the sign back to Cambridge. Myself, I'm bent on West Australian heritage and clearly understand that if it came from Cambridge and it's a historical sign, somehow it should get back there. Until recently, only 2 signs were known to exist, mine and another one, which I knew about for many years. Through the efforts of the Cambridge Museum, or commonly referred to as a folklore museum, I believe, right, negotiated with Mary Naylor. She's been the linchpin for this whole transaction. The sign has now been returned and mounted in the Cambridge Museum or the Folklore Museum. Following that, it was then identified through a colleague of mine that there was another sign, believe it or not, 30 kilometres from my house. All right, it's currently located, still there, in an Irish tavern. Believe it or not, the name the street is on, it is Cambridge Street, Leederville. So in other words, there is a third sign now being identified. How 2 signs from Dale's Brewery found their way to Western Australia, only history can recall, because I don't know. But again, to all the people of Cambridge, I say thank you for the hospitality that's been given to me the last couple of days. This was a last minute decision to do it. All right, and again, I thank you all. I thank Mary in particular for there, and Judy for getting us here today and at this function. Again, Cambridge, thank you very much.
Mill Road's Hindu community celebrated Diwali on November the 2nd. Here's Deepa Yadav to tell us more about it.
Hindu New Year, it is celebrated next day of Diwali. It is only celebrated in the states of Gujarat and Rajasthan. However, all over India, different states, they do celebrate their New Year on different days of the year. But this particular day, next to Diwali, it's celebrated hugely in Gujarat and Rajasthan. It is technically to the Hindu calendar. According to that, we are in the year 2073 now, and it was invented well before Christ, the Hindu calendar, lunar calendar, and we do celebrate with lots of love and compassion. We decorate our houses, light the candles, decorate our doorsteps to welcome all the guests, and feed people and eat. That's all we do.
Hello, it was our Diwali yesterday and it's our New Year today. We are in year 2073. We are going to celebrate our New Year today, and normally we have 56 dishes of food. Everybody who comes through the door will bring a couple of dishes of food, and then after that we all sit together and enjoy the prasad. Happy New Year to everybody, and we wish you all the best.
After much anticipation, the Edge Cafe at the Brookfields end of Mill Road has now opened its doors and is open 5 days a week, 8 until 5. Check out their Facebook page to find out more. The relatively new C3 church opposite Sainsbury's is helping local people who are finding it difficult to make ends meet by providing sustenance on Friday lunchtimes.
Well, every Friday at about 12:30 there's a lunch at the C3 church. If you're on benefits and you can't afford to pay for it, it's free. But if you can afford for it, they like you to donate a couple of pounds. You get a main meal and a dessert.
Romsey Mill will be launching their yearly Christmas appeal in December.
Romsey Mill, we're a local charity creating opportunities with young people, children and families here in Cambridge and the surrounding area. We've got a whole load of programmes and activities for different groups of young people and families and children. And we're really excited that we've got our Christmas appeal starting this December, and it's a wonderful opportunity for local people to join with us, to partner with us in giving hope and helping to unwrap potential. So individuals can make small donations to the work of Romsey Mill, but there are a lot of community events going on in the area that are going to be raising funds for Romsey Mill. For example, obviously there's the Winter Fair on Saturday the 3rd, lots of activities here at Romsey Mill Centre and along the street. At the Black Cat Cafe on the 9th of December, there's going to be an event and activities there. The Martin Kemp Jazz Band, Hot Numbers Cafe on the 10th. There's a pub quiz at the Earl of Beaconsfield on Wednesday the 14th. There's so much going on. Saturday the 17th of December, a Victorian night at the Empress Club pub. Lots going on, lots to be excited about, lots to enjoy.
Another prestigious award has gone to Prana restaurant. Business owner Kobia Ahmed tells us more.
Hi guys, Kabir from Prana. This is another award we won, national award, Best Indian Establishment in the south of England. This is by the Food Awards, which is another prestigious award in the UK. So this is for South of England, Best Indian Establishment. Thank you to our customers, you guys make this happen, and I'm just so proud this is another restaurant on Mill Road has another award. And I hope everyone come and enjoy what we're all about. Thank you.
Taank optometrists near the Gwyder Street junction on Mill Road are also up for a national award. Here's the owner, Anjina Taank, to explain why your help is needed.
Hello, I'm Anjina Taank, the owner of Taank Optometrists. We're very pleased to announce that we've been nominated for a UK award for Practice of the Year. Our new shop window display celebrates this nomination, and we'd really appreciate your vote. In order to win, we need as many votes as possible. If you'd like to visit taank.co.uk/vote, or you can vote on our website, taankoptometrist.co.uk, or on Facebook or Twitter. The voting closes on the 18th of December, and we'd really appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
Don't forget the Winter Fair coming up this Saturday the 3rd of December. The road closes from 10:30 until 4:30 and 5. You can join the community parade, which will start at Cutlax in Romsey at 12:30, reaching Donkey Common by Kelsey Kerridge Swimming Pool at 1:30. For those of you that haven't bought your Christmas cards yet, please help support the Mill Road Bridges organisation, who have produced packs of 6 images, all Mill Road themes, at £3.60 per pack. Packs can be bought in some of the shops up and down the Mill Road. And don't forget to get in touch if you have any Mill Road news you would like to share. Tansy Tucker from the Antique Centre had the most extensive Halloween shop window display, which meant she had to spend some time changing it after the event. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.